Good morning, everybody. I'm going to be working on the bus again, and this time I'm going to get rid of one of my biggest regrets I've done with my bus, and that is that damn portable chemical toilet. I hate that thing. I used it for the first time. I went up for a little camp trip up to Lake Selmac, and it was a disaster. It leaked, and it was just brand new little Camco toilet, and it just is no good. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out of the bus, and I'm going to build myself a nice little compost toilet. And it's going to be a do-it-yourself. I've kind of watched a few videos of other people's mistakes and the things that they've done, and you know what worked. And I think I have kind of a plan. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to copy a little bit off of one person's and a little bit off another, and I'm going to try to make a decent toilet here. And it's going to have a urine diverter system in it, so it's going to be nice and should be smell free and should work really well. So I'll show you what I've got going on here. Well, I found a piece of cabinet grade pine plywood. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to need some more. I have to search the shop. And I bought this canning funnel, and the reason I bought this one is because it has a it's got a lip on it right here, see, around the edge. So I thought I'd just, you know, trim this little area off, maybe trim that edge off and use that lip, and either hook it underneath the board here that the toilet seat's going to sit on, or maybe on the underside of the toilet seat. I'm not sure which. I have to kind of plan it out first. You guys know me, everybody that's watched me, I always change things in the middle. I'll find a different way or a better way, and change my mind a lot, but that's the plan anyway. If this doesn't work out, I may have to buy one of those little commercial units that cost so damn much. You got to order them out of England, the UK over there. And I found this bottle here. It was a cat litter bottle, and it's got a nice big top. And I was hoping this thing would fit inside of it. Oh man, I think they're the same size. All right, I may have to do some modifications to that. We'll wait and see on that one. Might not work. Might have to be getting a different jug. But I found two options for the solid waste area. I got a standard 5-gallon bucket. I found it out there. It looks like it's one of those clean food grade ones. So that's a good bucket. And I've got this kind of a heavy duty little Rubbermaid garbage can. And it seems to be pretty tough. So I've got those two options depending on, you know, how the jug sits up against them and that type of thing, you know, the distances. You know, a round one might not work. It may give problems. I don't know. We'll find out when we're building it here. But next thing I got to do is I got to go out into my shop. And for you guys that don't know me, I'm an ex-body man, and I kind of collect things. I was going to make a secondhand store out of this part of my shop. I've got a bunch of stuff shelved. There's a lot of DIY stuff. There's doors. There was windows in here, but I sold most of those. You know, golf clubs. There's all sorts of stuff in here. And I also had a second-hand store I was going to make in here, and it's a pretty good sized store. I don't want to turn on the lights right now because it's just a mess in there. We've been packing it up, packing that part of it up. And I've got all these stains and paints in the shop. But back to the task at hand, I have to go find some toilet seats. My main door over there, it's been raining so hard here and the wind's been blowing under it, and it's flooding down in here a little bit. So I remember seeing them up on the upper shelf, one of these upper shelves up here. Look at all the shower heads. There's some lights. Oh, I see them. There's the back of them over there. I'll go around the other go around to the other side here. The light's not too good back here right now. Okay. Guys have to forgive me for the light problems here. I'm gonna get back in here and wow, look at all those eye hooks. Let's see here. Well, there's a round and an elongated. I'm going to take both of these down and oh boy. Let's see this. Yeah, they're Bemis toilet seats. We'll get out in the light here. I'm going to get back with you guys just a second here. Okay, back in the workshop here. Yeah, this is a round, just a regular round toilet seat. And I've been in there for a little while. And this is an elongated. And they're kind of heavy. They might be the old wooden ones. I hope they are. I'm going to go ahead and open both of these up. And I'm going to try to test fit them with the buckets and see if they're going to work out. So since I don't have two hands right now, I'm going to get both of these out of the package and I'll bring you back. Okay, I got them both out of the packages, and I like the color of this one. I like it because it's white, but I like this seat better. Me being a big guy, and the distance between the front and the rear. Picture this thing the other direction, but we're just sizing it right now, see? This tab would also be cut off here. See, this one doesn't really fit in there real nice. It's got gap around the edge. This one fits right in on that. That'll leave the area from this edge right here to the back as the solid waste area. Let's see how big that is. Right at 6 inches. And put this one on this one. And oh geez, we're right at 4 inches. I think you have to be a little too accurate on that one. I think I'm going to not use the round one. I think I'm going to try to make this one work. My bathroom's 32 inches long, wide I mean. And I've got a 24-inch area for the toilet itself. So I'm going to make it full width and however long this needs to be to make it work right. Because basically this bucket is going to have to sit back in about this far back because that bottle's going to have to fit in here. So there's the, if you look down on it, the mouth of the bottle's right about like that. So the bucket's going to have to sit back behind that. So that'll be your solids opening right there. And this area up here is going to be for the urine diverter. So I'll set this thing, line it up with that. So I'm just figuring in my head here, guys, trying to get an idea of what I need. So that will be the area right there for the bucket. So I'll have to have the room in the box for the bucket to sit in there. And move this back out of the way. I'll put that away in a minute. So the bucket's going to end up being about there located. You got to remember all this is going to be underneath. So yeah, so this box only needs to be about 20 inches deep And I'm going to make it probably around 23, 24 inches wide. I got to go measure the bus and find out how much room I have in there. I think I'll go do that right now. Okay guys, welcome back to the bus. I did a little bit of cleanup in here. Cleaned the bed, made it a little bit. I got the microwave back up where it belongs. Got the shelves back loaded. And I've got all the trim rings put on the wood stove. I also put a little hook here to hold the fan so it can't go anywhere. I put a hook there to hold the tongs that I moved the firewood around with. I still got my drill in here. I put a latch on this. This is going to be the closet. I still have to put some type of panel here. I was going to put glass, but I decided not to do that. But this is the closet. I got a hangers in there and a bar. And this little hook works wonderful. It just snaps down. And it's really hard to get loose. I pull it really hard with my finger, it doesn't come up. So I know that's not going to come flying open. And see, it's just solid as heck. I finished trimming out around the stove here. I got the black around it. I put some over on this side, up here. And I went ahead and finished in here and in here with maple. I think I'm going to be carrying my my stools. Here, I'll put my stool over here. I think I'm going to be putting my stools up in here for storage as it goes down the road. I'll figure out a way of getting them in. But I use this stool here, right here now, because it makes a good surface prep area, and my head's low enough here where I can see inside this. I'm going to put a light up in here to illuminate this area. I already ordered one up, and we'll be putting that in pretty soon. I'm going to hook it up with that light right there. So when that switch right there gets turned on, this will come on right here. And I've got 3 switches for my lighting. I have the first switch runs this side of the bus. See? It's this light here, that one above the diner area, and this one over the bed. And all these can be turned out individually. See? When the switch is on. Then the other light turns off and on over here. And that's where I'll be hooking this little lamp I'm going to put under here. I'm going to be hooking it up to this one. And this one also can be turned off and on, even with this switch on over here. Gives you options, you know. So, what was I? Oh yeah. I've got that's the bathroom one there. I was mistaken. It was these two that ran the 2 outside, see? This one runs the bathroom and the blower, the light and the blower in the bathroom. So let's go look at that. And I'll show you what I got going on in here. So, there's the culprit right there. I hate this thing. I'm going to take it out and clean it up and just stash it away as an emergency toilet, I think. So I got it all cleaned up in here. And yeah, this thing's got to go out of here. So I got to measure this area right in here so I know how big I can make my box. And that's 32 inches deep this way, but I got to get this side to side measurement here. And after all this talk and everything, I walked over here without my tape measure, so let's see, I got an extra one. All right, so let's see how much room I have to work with here. I have about, 17.5 inches. Yeah, 17.5 inches. That should still work. I might not be able to get a a media bin, you know, something like the sawdust bin or whatever. I might not be able to get that in the box, but we'll get it figured out anyway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the shop, and I can kind of show you guys the bus if you want to see it, who's new here. I've got some seating here, the bus seating, and their swivel. They just swivel around 360 degrees any way you want it to. And this is like a Laguna table. I built it off of a little arm that was for holding the TV. And it holds 80 pounds, so it's a good strong little table. This here is a toolbox top that I got over at Home Depot for like 16 bucks. And I just cut the corners around, put these cup holders in it, made a little table out of it. But it can ride either way, like this or this, or I can pull it completely off, store it down here with this other table, which used to hook up to the Murphy bed that I had over here. So I got to get that out of here now. But anyway, that'll fit down there too, and it can ride down there. Then I can just swing that arm up against the wall. These seats can be spun around facing forward, so you can be riding down the road, and this will haul 3 people. And I have a little range here. Let's see, this is Velcro to the range, and then they got a little range under here, 2-burner gas. Under here, I got a stove, a sink. Magnetic knife holder. Storage up here. This is the control panel here. I got a 1500 watt inverter right here. And these are just little holders, cup holders, drink holders, remote holder. Couple reading lamps. These are LED also. And there's the factory AC up there. I keep a fan up here on this grab rail. I kept one of the grab rails in this bus because I think sorry about that, guys. I had to free up some space. Okay, so back with this little tour I'm giving you here. This is the bed. It's got an 8-inch mattress on it. It's a memory foam mattress. It's very comfortable. It's a firm memory foam. And this bed, you can raise the head up on it, and you can raise the feet up on it. And it's not automatic or anything. I just stack things under it, and I've got a little prop system that's up here. And so it's a comfortable bed. And over here I've got a stereo here, Bluetooth. It'll play DVDs, play off a stick, and yeah, it's Bluetooth also. And I've got this TV here, folds down, plays off this DVD system here, and it's got a stereo system in it. It's got quad stereo, see? One back there and one over here. It's an RCA home theater, and it's got a bass speaker up here. But it plays music really nice. I'm really happy with that. In this upper shelf here, I've got my a microwave, which runs off of my inverter switch over here. And I just carry a bunch of extra stuff up here. And naturally, I'd move any of this stuff if I built a fire. I carry some extra water, and there's some extra storage room up here. I run rubber mats in here so it nothing slides around. Nothing wants to move around very easy. Then I got my new stuff here. I've got my prep area, my little desk or whatever you want to call it. I got nothing in my drawers yet, but I've got a liner in there, rubber liner. The bottom was the same way. I will put wood underneath the bottom there. And the new stove, it's right here. That's an escape window over there. And then I got my closet. Then over here I've got the bathroom shower area in here. And I got a plate rack. Marine style, you know, like you'd see in a yacht. And I got the bathroom here. And you can see there's a shower in there. I'm sorry for the light. I'll go get the light. I'll show it to you. I think that's the one. No, it's that one. Okay. I've had this for quite some time and I still don't know the switches on it all the way. Yeah, see, it's got a shower pan in here. That's a 24 by 32 shower pan made by Lippert Components. And I put fiberglass reinforced panels inside here, shower panels. And they got little trims around them. There's a shower. There's a diverter. But anyway, and that crummy old chemical toilet, which I'm going to throw away. Not throw away, hide away anyway. And I carry, I use these because they're really convenient. You can hold a lot of stuff in them. You can see they're not even full. And I've got a waterproof toilet paper roller here. Then I've got a full-length mirror right here on the outside of the door. I've got these little magazine racks. And I got another one up here in front. You can't hardly see it here. And there's some storage down behind the seat. And I keep my broom here hung on some snap locks. And I keep a first aid kit under there. And my air conditioning, which can run off the generator off the back that I have, a Honda 3500 generator. And that's my AC system. And that's about it. I got rubber floors in here because I like them. They're easy to clean and they're durable. And I have carpet runners I throw in here when I'm on the road. But right now I don't because I'm working on it. There's a stool there to get up in that bed. It's a tall one. I can hop up there and roll my feet up with no problem. But somebody shorter might not. I'm 6'5", so I can get up in it. But somebody shorter might need that, so I keep that in here too. And geez, that's about it. It's all built out of birch plywood or birch hardwoods, all but right here where I went a little more economical, and a little bit of oak trim in it, just here and there. But mostly it's all birch. This is all birch in here. I've got slider windows up on top, escape window here. They'll prop out. I've got these props built for them. I've showed all this on previous videos too, but this is just for the new people. And if you guys are really interested to see how I built this thing, start from the beginning and watch them all. I'd love that. All right, I'm going to go get busy on that toilet. Okay, guys, I finally figured this out in this piping system. I wanted a solid pipe. I didn't want a flexible line. And what I'm using for this toilet is this. This is a canning funnel. And I got this one because it has a lip. I might have told you this already. Then I used a 2-inch elbow. That's a male to a female. And this is a regular male elbow right here, 2-inch. And there's an adapter right here, and it goes into an 1.5-inch pipe, which goes down into this can right here. You can see the pipe. See? It only goes in there about that far. But that's far enough to keep this from having any type of problem. And I also bought this rubber gasket, which slides up on the pipe there. And I may or may not use this depending on how well this seals up. So this mounts to, this piece here is going to mount to the toilet seat. So when you open the toilet seat, it comes up like this. Then when you close it, it comes back down and sits in there. There's enough room here that it fits easily, see? But I want to make sure it sits all the way down in it like that. So we get a good seal here. I was going to have it out here a little bit, but I wanted the whole edge of this ring to be inside the bucket in case this little drippage or something comes off of this urine diverter. And I was going to use this big can because I really liked it. It's kind of transparent. You can see through it, see? And I was going to put a slot up the front of the toilet, a little skinny slot so you could see the level. But this thing's too tall. When I try to use it, it makes this toilet about 24 inches tall. It's too tall. Right now, using this little bucket, which I have a couple of them, they can be, even though it's a smaller size, I can put 2 of them in here and have 2 gallons. You know, I'll just switch them out, cap this one, then hook it to the next one. You know, move it over, move that one over and cap it. I've got the cap, good sealed cap for it. And I can store up to 2 gallons in here before I have to empty it completely, you know, go outside and empty it. And I was going to use the longer elongated seat, but there's a couple things I don't like about it. It makes the whole toilet too long here. I have to build too big of a box. It'll require, see, look at the difference between the 2 of them. It will require an extra 2.5 inches in length on the toilet box. And I want to have room to be able to close the door and put my feet inside. So the toilet box has to be, you know, cut down a little bit there. Yeah, so I'm going to end up using this one. And this funnel is going to mount, I'm going to mount the lip of the funnel here, and the funnel is going to go right in here like this. It's going to leave me about 5 inches behind the behind it for the number 2 spot, you know, the solid waste. Then the funnel will pick up the number 1, the urine waste. And I drilled a 2 1/4 inch hole in the bucket here, so this can all come out. And I will either use a bag or not a bag. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to have to work on that. But I hear it's not that bad if you don't use a bag, as long as you put a good amount of filler in there and just use it. You can dump it, just give it a quick rinse and put it back in. If you use a bag, it's easy. You can just reach in there, grab the bag, pull it out. You don't have to move the bucket. And yeah, we'll just have to see how that works out. But right now, my toilet's going to be 19 inches to here. Then you're going to end up with 1.5 inches on the toilet seat. So it should be, you know, 20.5 inches rather than 24 inches tall. And that's a normal height, I think, you could for a toilet. I think it would probably be pretty good. It'll be like a tall toilet, which I need anyway because I'm a tall guy. And yeah, I think this is going to work. I need to start gluing this together. And I need to cut the top of this box here. I got it marked here. And right here at 17 inches. And then I'm going to lay that toilet seat down on here in position. And then I'm going to mark the opening. And then I'm going to take my jigsaw and open that up. Then I'm going to probably router around it to make it nice rounded around the edges. And I'm going to build the outside of the box. The top there, that's a piece of pine plywood there. That's what's going to be on the top of the box. That's going to be for the lid. And I'm going to make the sides out of this pine here. I found a 1x10. And it's 9 1/4 inches, so it'll be 18.5 inches if I stack 2 of these together. And that's going to make the sides of the box. And I think that's going to be pretty neat. This is a coal. See the spot on it? This is coal lumber from Home Depot. I paid $4 for that board. It was $14.87. I paid $4 for it. It's a nice straight board. I don't know why it was there, other than it has a knot in it right here. But other than that, I don't know why it was in the coal pile. But it was. You can see the purple mark there. That's 70 to 75% off, depending what they're feeling like over there. Yeah, this side looks really nice. This is the side I'll put to the outside. All right, so I'm going to get busy building this thing, and I'll bring you back when I'm a little bit further. Okay, everybody, I got that glued together. I did put the gasket on it. There's the can that it's going to use. I attached this with screws from the underside, and I put some silicone around the corner here so it doesn't leak. And I'll show you on the underside what it looks like. There it is. So that should be nice and clean. I've shortened the top here. I don't know exact length yet and positioning, so there's the hole. I used the long bowl instead of the short one. There's the difference in it. So I need to get in here and sand this out. Thinking about after I sand it, maybe running a router around the edge of it, round it down. And I think that'd be nice. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to keep on keeping on here. Well, I got it all roughed out. I've got the size figured out. I got it shimmed up where I know where to measure to the bottom here. It's going to be 18 inches tall. I fit all this and made sure it was working properly. Now those boards are just shims in there, so they won't be in there when it's finished. You can see where I cut it out and I sanded it. So I need to put 1.5 inches at the bottom of the can to get it up to the right level here. Yeah, so it's going to be 18 inches to here. So I'll have another 3/4 of an inch. So time you get to the toilet seat, you're probably right about 20 inches. So that'll be good. So I've got to make the box next. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it out of this. 2 pieces will be 18.5 inches because it's 9.25 wide. So I'll have to hook them together and then rip them. So, but it'll be the front and the sides will be made out of this pine. So everything's working out good. Okay, guys, watch this. I just took a few minutes to take care of something. I got that light there in the mail, and I want to show you what I got going on here. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So I bought a 4-pack of these. I've got some more of them right here. There's the front of it. There's 4 of them in this box, so. Got them from Amazon. I think they were like $9 for 4 of them. Can't beat that. LED. So, got that taken care of anyway. I'm going to go back to working on the old John next. So, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, here it is. Installed in the bus. I went ahead and let me get out of the way here. Went ahead and got the bucket in there, and I've got it basically all like I want it. I have to do a few little trim out items. I'm going to maybe close this a little. That's better. Get all that sun glaring off of it. I'm going to trim out here and back here. And I couldn't actually put the trim on the box because it won't fit through the narrow opening right here for the door. So I have to mount it to the wall. I have to mount the trim to the wall. But I want to be able to slide this thing out when I want to. There's still plenty of room that you can get in the shower there, but it's tight. If you don't want it in there, it could always be pulled out. And I put some nice heavy hinges. I'm going to have to let the light back in here again for a second. Let me get this closed. And I put some nice heavy hinges on the back here. That's how I access it, and I get in there. I can pull the bag out there, or I can pull the jug out, move the bucket back over a little bit, and then undo the jug and get it out of there. And I think this will work real good. I've got an extra jug, and which I will still use like a urinal, but because I don't want to have to come in here every time I have to go. And, you know, being a man, I can do it in a jug. I don't need all this, but this is very handy for any of the females, or when you're just have to do both, you know. You know how it goes sometimes. So there's my compost toilet. I haven't got a fan in it yet. What I'm planning to do first is to use it with a bag, and use it with a composting material, and not leave it in there a long time. You know, get a couple uses out of it and take it out. I don't want to leave it inside the bus. If it's more convenient to do it the other way on a longer trip or something, I may consider putting a computer fan in here. My son gave me one, so I might be devising a way to do that. But I have to make it flexible in a way I can, you know, take it apart so I can pull this unit out. I want this thing to be mobile. I want it to be able to be moved out of the bathroom, so I have the room for a shower if I need it. But another thing I was thinking about is on this door here, I could put another folding panel and put it where you put a strap hinge right here and fold it around the front. And that way you could open this up, or you could do it from the rear here. You could open this up and make another wall right here. It might even be a trifold. You could make a little square out here where you could step out of that room. We had a little more elbow room and dry off. But that's for the future. I think this thing came out pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it. I had something in my mind that was a little different, but you know, restraints on space and you know, not thinking things all the way through, so you end up getting a little bit different from what you had in your mind's eye, basically. But you know, isn't everything like that really? And oh, I found me a little skillet. I don't have it in here, but I cleaned it all up, a little cast iron skillet, and I'll probably hang it in here, or I'll hang it on the wall in here someplace. It's a little, looks like about a 6-inch skillet. It should fit right on there for doing a little cooking on this if I ever have to. And I got my light in. I think I showed you that. And got my surface light up here. And I think I'm going to end this video right here. So again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming along and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.